शन्नो मित्रश्यं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं कल्वितं ब्रह्मासि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
Truly, it is by the grace of God that the yearning for non-dual truth arises within. Then one is released at last from the great fear of life and death. All that exists in this world of forms is nothing but the self, and the self alone. How then shall the infinite worship itself? Shiva is one undivided whole. That one God who shines within everything, who is formless like the cloudless sky, is the pure, stainless self of all. Without any doubt, that is who I am. I am the infinite and immutable one. I am pure consciousness without any form. I do not know how and to whom joy and sorrow appear in this world. The mind is formless like the sky, yet it wears a million faces. It appears as images from the past or as worldly forms, but it is not the Supreme Self. I am one, I am all of this, yet I am undifferentiated beyond all forms. How then do I regard the Self? As both the unmanifest and the manifest world. You also are the one. Why don't you understand? You are the unchanging self, the same within everyone. You are truly illimitable. You are the all-pervading light. For you, how can there be any distinction between the day and the night? Understand that the Self is continuous being, the one within all, without any division. The I is both the subject and the supreme object of meditation. How can you see two in that which is only one? Neither birth nor death pertain to you. You have never been a body. It is well known that all is Brahman the Absolute. The scriptures have stated this in various ways. You are that which is both inside and out. You are Shiva. You are everything, everywhere. Why then are you so deluded? Why do you run about like a frightened ghost? There is no such thing as union or separation for me or for you. There is no me, no you, no manifold world. All is the self and the self alone. You cannot be heard or smelled or tasted. You cannot be seen or sensed by touch. Truly, you are the ultimate reality. Why then should you be so troubled? Neither birth nor death, nor the active mind, nor bondage, nor liberation affects you at all. Why then, my dear, do you grieve in this way? You and I have no name or form. O mind, why are you so deluded? Why do you run about like a frightened ghost? Become aware of the indivisible self. Be rid of attachment. Be happy and free. Truly, you are the unchanging essence of everything. You are the unmoving unity. You are boundless freedom. You have neither attachment nor aversion. Why then do you worry and succumb to desire? All the scriptures unanimously declare that the pure, formless, undifferentiated reality is the essence of all forms. There is absolutely no doubt about this. All forms, do understand, are only temporary manifestations. Only the formless essence eternally exists. Once this truth is realized, there is no more necessity to be reborn. The one reality is ever the same. This is what all the wise say. Whether you embrace or renounce desires, the one consciousness remains unaffected. You are the pure reality, always the same. You have no body, no birth, and no death. How then can you say, I know the self? Or how can you say, I do not know the self? The saying, that thou art, affirms the reality of your own true self. The saying, not this, denies the reality of the five composite elements.
Pramadena na sandeha kinkarishyami vrittima adiyante viliyante budbudascha yatha jale.
The self is the identity of everyone. You are everything, the unbroken whole. The thinker and the thought do not even exist. O mind, how can you go on thinking so shamelessly? I am the essence, the all-pervading essence. I have no form of my own. I am beyond the division of subject and object. How could I possibly be an object to myself? There is no such thing as an infinite form. The infinite reality has no form of its own. The One Self, the Supreme Reality, neither creates, nor sustains, nor destroys anything. You are that pure and unchanging essence. You have no body, no birth, and no death. For you, how could such a thing as delusion be? How could delusion exist for the self? When a jar or a container is broken, the space that was inside merges into the space outside. In the same way, my mind has merged in God. To me, there appears no duality. Truly, there is no jar, no space within. There is no body and no soul encased. Please understand this. Everything is Brahman the Absolute. There is no subject, no object, no separate parts. Everywhere, always, and in everything, know this: the Self alone exists. Everything, both the void and the manifest world, is nothing but myself. Of this I am totally certain.
Idrisham sahajam yatra aham tatra katham bhavet tvameva hi katham tatra characharam.
When you know all this universe of forms to be as vacant as the sky, then you will know Brahman the Absolute. Duality will forever cease to be. Nothing of what I do or eat or give or take exists for me. I am purity itself, beyond birth and death. are the ultimate reality. Have no doubt. The self is not something known by the mind. The self is the very one who knows. How then could you think to know the self? I have no beginning, middle, or end. I have never been, nor will ever be, bound. My nature is stainless. I am purity itself. This I know as a certainty. If water and water are mixed together, there is no difference between one and the other. It is the same with matter and spirit. This is very clear to me. If I have never been bound, I can never be liberated. How could you think that the self, with form or without, could be bound? I know the nature of the One Supreme Being. Like space, it extends everywhere, and all the forms that appear within it are like the illusory water in a desert mirage. You are the one purity. You have no body. You are not the mind. You are the supreme reality. I am the self, the supreme reality. Say this without any hesitation.
Gaganopamantu yat proktam tadeva gaganopamam Chaitanyam doshahinam cha sarvanyam purnamevacha.
Why do you weep, O mind? Why do you cry? Take this attitude. I am the self. O dear one, go beyond the many. Drink the supreme nectar of unity.
Shri Dattatreya Namaha.
You do not possess intelligence, nor do you possess ignorance, nor do you possess a mixture of these two. You are yourself intelligence, an intelligence that never ceases, never strays. I am not attained by knowledge or samadhi or yoga, or by the passage of time or the Guru's instructions. I am consciousness itself, the ultimate reality. Like the sky, though I change, I am ever the same. I have no birth, no death, and no duties. I have never done anything, either good or bad. I am purely Brahman the Absolute, beyond all qualities. How could either bondage or liberation exist for me? If God is all-pervading, immovable, whole, without any parts, then there is no division in this God at all. How then could he be regarded as within or without? The entire universe is shining as one, without any split or break or separate parts. The idea of Maya is itself the great delusion. Duality and non-duality are merely concepts of the mind.
Gate bhinne gatakasha akashe liyate yatha Dehavave tatha yogi swarupe paramatmani.
The world of form and the formless void, neither of these exists independently. In the one, there is neither separation nor union. Truly, there is nothing but Shiva alone. In me, there is no impurity such as attachment. There is no bodily pain for me. Understand that I am the Self. I am unity. I am vast as space, like the sky above. O mind, my friend, what's the good of so much speaking? O mind, my friend, all of this has been made quite clear. I have told you what I know to be true. You are the ultimate reality. You are unbound like space. It doesn't matter where a yogi may die. It doesn't matter how he may die. He becomes absorbed in the Absolute, as the space within a jar becomes absorbed in the outer space when the jar is broken.
Sarva shunyama shunyancha satya satyam na vidyate swabhava bhavata proktam shastra samviti purvakam.
All duties, wealth, enjoyments, liberation, all people and objects of the world as well, everything in the eyes of a yogi is like the illusory water in a desert mirage. There is no action, either present, future, or past, which has been performed or enjoyed by me. This I know without any doubt. The Avadhuta lives alone in an empty hut. With a pure, even mind, he is always content. He moves about, naked and free, aware that all this is only the Self. In that state where one knows nothing at all, this versified knowledge does not even exist. So now, while I am in the state of samarasa, I, the Avadhuta, have spoken of the truth.
Vindati vindati nahi nahi mantram Chando lakshana nahi nahi tantram Samarasa magno bhavita putah Plalapita metat paramavadhutah.